How's it going, everybody? So everyone's begging. They're like, Hunter, dude, why'd you quit Xbow? Why'd you quit Xbow? Why'd you quit Xbow? So I'm hopping in with some 3.0 Xbow today on top ladder, trying to get to top. I think we're top 300 right now on this account, so hopefully getting into the top 200 pretty easily today would be the goal. But yeah, I'm playing some Xbow Cycle because it's just the best Xbow deck in the game by quite a significant margin right now. The only other Xbow deck that's semi-viable, wow, that's aggressive, is Pumpo, and I don't really, Pumpo's kind of hit or miss for me. You either cheese people in single or you get cheesed in single. It feels like there's no other way. So I'm just going to go for the Xbow like this. This is definitely the most consistent, like you can outplay people with this deck, or by outplay I mean get to your Evo archers in single and usually win. So I'm gonna go log. I think we low-key just won the game, or not, maybe not won the game, but got a decent bit of damage here. If he doesn't play anything else, there's no way he has elixir still. He's got to be like broke. So there's the wall breakers. He's gonna log 2, isn't he, on 0? Does he log? He does. Wow, so he actually gets away with that. Kind of a bad boss bandit play, I would say, by him, but just gonna go for the Xbow on 0 again. I think he's about 2 elixir behind me when I place this, so he's on around 4 or 3, I would say. He's going to try and wallbreaker Evo. I think that's going to be his saving grace here. So I'm going to go for my archers right now to catch the wallbreakers, maybe. Wallbreaker, 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 wallbreaker. There they are, okay. Maybe I should have E-spirited instantly. That could have been nice. I don't know if that even would have stopped the wallbreakers, though, to be honest, so I'll take that. Good damage right there. We're up about 700 starting into this game, and what do we have up next? You already know, the Evo archers. So you can choose between your evolutions in this deck. I prefer the Tesla just because Tesla's my favorite evolution, like in terms of you can just make so many cool plays with it and it can reset things like last second. Oh, it's just so clutch. But just gonna go for the Knight to back, and then man, I miss Prime Evo Tesla with the Shockwave, guys, dude. I'm not even kidding. I've never had more fun in the game than when the Prime Evo Tesla was in the game. Like, oh my gosh, I know it was overpowered obviously, but it was just so fun. You could literally defend things and get Expo locks in ways that you could never do anymore. It's kind of so sad now, but just gonna go for the Tesla like this right about here, and then he goes for the boss bandit. Nice log right here. I can skellies. I think the wall breaker might connect. No, it doesn't. Perfect. So really good skellies right there as well, and that boss bandit once again gets like no value. We can just go for the Expo to make that sus bush pop, and then go for the E-spirit like this to make sure it doesn't do too much damage on my tower, or my Expo I mean, and I think we should be in a fine spot. Not really a great Expo, to be honest. I was kind of hoping for the bush to not hit it, but it hit it like down to about 30% or something. So I'm gonna go Evo Tesla right here. That's perfect. Gets the bush in there, and then of course is gonna clean up the boss bandit as well, which is potentially getting nerfed, hopefully again, I hope. I don't know, I'm just helping. But oh, speaking of nerfs, or I guess cards in this game, there's apparently a new champion coming out. I don't even know anything about it. I just saw a picture of it on Twitter, and like apparently it's been confirmed already, and I'm like, wow, usually they don't confirm things if there's no information about them. But a new champion, I'm kind of down with that. Somebody said that Supercell needs more money, so they're adding a new champion since it's like $50 or something crazy to buy them. Depending on where you, wow, that got a splash my Expo. But depending on where you are in your, where you live in the world, the amount changes, of course. But just gonna go for the defensive Expo like this, and I thought that was funny. Hopefully it's not the truth, because they Clash Royale made bank last month. They made a bunch more money than they did the last couple months. So I think they shouldn't really care about money right now, and they should continue caring about trying to, improve the game, which is, what we would all hope is going to be happening anyway. But just going to go for the E-spirit like this, drop my Knight. I don't need to log this. Okay, yeah, he kind of wastes the ability right there, I would say. I could just go Expo since no boss bandit in cycle. Let's be patient, though. I'm going to go Expo on the right since he's spamming super hard on the left, and then I can go for my Evo Tesla at the river. Yep, I'm going to go Evo Tesla now, try and kill the Dark Goblin, or whatever it's called. Go for the Skellies down low like this, and he's going to just kite, and then kite some more. So I'm going to go E-spirit like this to get the Expo lock on tower. Hopefully one of these days. Oh my gosh, no, don't do this to me. I hate the boss bandit. Why is it dashing to my tower? This card is so annoying. Okay, that's fine. The wall breakers come down. He's not even touching the Expo. He's just cycling 1 and 2 elixir cards and then playing another boss bandit. Like, good grief. Okay, so we're losing right now. Here comes the boss bandit any second now, so I'm going to Evo Archers right now to predict it, and then E-Spirit like this. That's kind of good. I think that should DPS it down pretty fast. I can log this Dark Goblin. Nice. This is good. I think he's in trouble here. Yeah, he pops the ability, but that's not going to do anything for him. That's going to be a lock on tower. Yes, it is. Thank goodness. And now with 40 seconds left, we can just defensive Expo right here and play defense, and I think we should have this one in the bag. This is the problem with these decks. Like, I don't understand why people play them, because there's no way to, like, win a game in the last 30 seconds if your opponent just has good defense. Like, you just can't do anything as long as they have a good setup. But yeah, I get it. You just want to spam, but like without even a barrel, it just feels weird to me that you're relying solely on just all bait cards to touch the tower with no spells, no secondary win condition besides like the wall breakers. But that's not even really a win condition if you know that they have wall breakers. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to get wall breakers to tower when you know that's what they have to do, if that makes sense. But anyways, that's going to be a nice first win right there against a deck that really shouldn't exist in this game. Delete log bait, not really, just nerf the boss bandit, and I think that things along these lines won't really happen as frequently like that we just saw in this match. Okay, we got our next match here against maybe Fragments, but what do you guys think about Xbow in the current state of the meta? I don't know, like, I enjoy Cycle Xbow, but I'm not a huge fan of it, always. That's why I don't play it often. I just play it for videos, but of course, you know, I know how to use it. I think it's pretty standard. If you are good at Xbow, you can, of course, be good at Xbow Cycle, no matter what version, really, it is. But he's got Skeleton King. Okay, so it could be Mortar, I'm guessing. Mortar is like the only thing that I think of when Skeleton King. I guess RG sometimes, but no, he's got Ice Spirit, so it probably is Mortar. He has Lightning. Okay, what the heck? I'm gonna go Archers the River. This is hyper aggressive, but I think it's the right play in this situation because he's gonna have to spend quite a bit right there. There's the guards. That's not a great guards placement though, because he still has to defend these Archers. He goes for the log. Wait a second. Okay, I think he's low, so I'm gonna go for my Skellies like this, then drop my Xbow down immediately on this left-hand side. Is he back to Skeleton King? I think he is in 2 cards, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So there's Ice. No way he's back yet, is he? Or is he 1 card off? What? Bro, I swear the champions are glitched with their cycle. I'm telling you, when I killed that Skeleton King, it was not... Wait, I can log last second to get a lock here. Nice, that was really good. But I'm telling you, when I killed that Skeleton King, there's no way he played 3 or 4 more cards to get back around to another one. The champion cycle is so buggy in this game. I don't understand it. But not a bad start. He has lightning though, so it's going to make things quite a bit more awkward. I don't know if he has arrows or not. I'm assuming no, but you never know really these days if they do. So I'm just going to cycle my archers. Bad timing on that. Get Skellies down for the spear goblins. Okay, we're all good for that right there. And then I can potentially go for the Xbow. Actually, let me chill. So he's going to mortar on defense. I don't know if I like that player. I think it's kind of weird because the evil archers actually are going to require a response or the mortar is going to get shredded. So he does go for the guards as well. So 7 elixir basically just wasted, I guess. We can go for our E-Spirit up high to make sure the guards don't connect on our tower. And then I guess, honestly, I'm going to set up a Tesla on the left-hand side. Kind of a play that I wouldn't make usually. But since we know, of course, he can't do anything with the mortar, he doesn't have any way to punish us with the mortar, I can just go there. And then I can just go for a Xbow like this, right? Actually, let's go archers first and then go to the Xbow. Because, you know, you want to keep cycling your archers as much as you can to get around to the Evo, of course. That ain't no rocket science. But you're going to go Knight to keep that alive. Log on top of the Spear Goblins plus that Skeleton King. And then if he pops the ability, we have the E-Spirit as well. So very good sequence of events right here. He might go for a... What does he do actually right here? I don't know. I'm just going to E-Spirit, then Archers the back. There's the guards. Perfect. That's fine with me. Another 3 elixir into the Xbow. Xbow's getting me a lot of value on offense, and that's the thing about 3.0 that people hate, is that you just keep the pressure on for such a long period of time that you just get like so exhausted. So he's going to go for the Witch. I can E-Spirit plus Fireball this right here. That actually might be good. That might die. Yeah, it does die. Okay, perfect. And then we can just kind of reset again once again. Just keep the pressure on. There's nothing he can do as long as I have an Xbow down. He's going to be so focused on defending that he can't even get these offensive mortars going hardly for himself. So just going to go for the Xbow again. And we know he doesn't have Cannon Cart because he has the Witch. So I'm going to go for the Knight to tank for the Evo Mortar. The Evo Archer on the right doesn't get a shot off, unfortunately. But what it does do is force him to play more Elixir. And then I can just reset again here and just let everything die. So I'm going to go for the E-Spirit like this. Go the Skellies in the middle. Keep our Xbow on the Mortar here. Perfect. And then I can just go ahead and let that die. Go for the Archers the back. And once again, we're just pressuring him enough to where he can't do anything. We get a small Xbow lock there, right there. English Hunter there, right there. I'm just going to E-Spirit like this. And then, of course, Knight to block once again. So we know he has lightning. I'm just going to keep relaxing and cycle this on the Witch to make sure it retargets onto my Knight. Beautiful. And then he's going to go for either Skeleton King or guards right here on top of this. There's the guards. We'll just Tesla the river to help DPS. If he goes Mortar opposite lane, we have Archers for that instantly. There's the Skeleton King. I think we go Archers the river, then Xbow again on the middle to pressure because we know he doesn't have Cannon Cart, right? Cannon Cart is so broken against Xbow. And without him having that, I feel like this matchup's pretty darn good. So going to go E-Spirit like this, and then Skellies to make sure. He could Spear Goblins. We're going to be prepared for that. There's the Spears. Kind of a bad placement, though. The Tesla should pop up and kill those. We can log the guards, and once again, right back into a second Xbow on this left-hand side. Man, the pressure with this deck is absolutely vile. I'm going to go E-Spirit like this. He's pretty much going to have to Lightning, I think, if he wants to ever get in a situation where he can start going offensive. Yep, there's the Lightning. Speak of the devil right there. Just going to go for the Knight like this, and then, of course, we need to Xbow again on the left immediately to keep the pressure on him. We don't want to ever give him a second. Guards prediction with the log. Okay, that kind of hit. Nice, not too bad. I can go Evo Tesla too. We want him to lightning this again because if he lightnings this again, we can spell cycle for the win. That is my thought process right now. So going to Skellies like this, Fireball's tower right now, and this should be very, very good. 30 seconds left in this game. He's going to go for the lightning on my tower probably here. Yep, there it is. So we can just reset, go for another Xbow in the middle, keep the pressure on 100% capacity, and then Skellies Knight to block everything at the river. Here comes the guards. We can log on top of that. I'm going to Fireball's tower again on 0. I know it's like I'm just going for spell cycle, but at this point, I think we win win off spell cycle if I just protect this Xbow a bit and force him to defend. In 15 seconds, I don't even think, yeah, with the lightning nerf, thankfully, he can't just lightning cycle me, and we are going to be able to win this game. Pretty much nothing he could do on offense the entire match. I don't even know if he went for a single offensive mortar. Did he go for a single offensive mortar that whole game, or was he stuck defending the entire match? I mean, that was, I mean, you know he's frustrated after this game, but to be fair, bro, the deck that he's running is a little bit off meta and lacks a bit of offensive pressure. I would say he doesn't have a minor or secondary win condition, just lightning and mortar. But yeah, good win right there against an interesting deck. Okay, we got a match here against Victor, who's already emoting before the game even begins. Love to see that. He's got Duchess Tower and the Goblin Barrel, so gonna probably just be the Cycle Log Bait version if I had to take a bold guess, or Recruits, one of those two things. So he goes Wall Breakers. We can just Skellies on top of that. I don't think he's too happy about the current situation that's happening in this game. Somebody must have riled him up the game before or something, but just gonna cycle my Knight to back. There's the Dart Goblin at the river, and then the Valkyrie. Wow, I think we might be in Arena 4. I'm going to go for the archers like this on top of that barrel, and I think that's game already. I mean, unless he predicts this with like an Inferno Tower or something. I don't know what he has. Probably Cannon, right? He probably just lost the game. I'm just going to be real. So there's the Goblin Gang. I mean, you just played your tank into the river randomly. Maybe it was a misclick. I don't exactly know what that was. But just going to go for the E-Spirit plus Skellies, and then we can Knight to block the Cannon, and this should be a GG. Knight right about now. Cannon now. Perfect. And we got him. Yep. So that was a, you know, pretty fun game. Like, what did I just witness? I'm just going to chill. If he goes for, like, a Dart Goblin, I'm going to let it go and then log it. I don't want to pre-log just in case he plays it on a different tile. Yeah, there's the Dart Goblin. Maybe I could have pre-logged that. I don't know. I thought he might play in the middle, though, so I didn't want to just drop that down and then be, you know, airball, and then he gets a Dart Goblin on my tower, and I look stupid in front of all y'all, man. Then I'm embarrassed. Not actually, but, you know, good start to this game. I mean, that's basically GG's. He's hitting us with the chicken emotes. We'll go for the Evo Archers the back. You know, we'll give him a chance. I'm not going to give up on the game yet and say it's over. So he goes Princess the River. Wow. Love to see that right there. We'll go for the Xbow like this, and then I can just drop my Skellies on top of the Princess, and then he's going to go for the Valk probably at some point. We can go Knight to tank. Oh, good grief. This game's over. He's going to Cannon on 0. Don't Cannon. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. That was bad. Anyways, that's a W. I mean, I'm gonna spare y'all the time and the emotes that he's dropping down and hop into the next match. Okay, we got our next match here against this individual. We've got some interesting users today on this game, or this video. We're just going to cycle my archers to back right here and see what he wants to do. So Cannoneer Tower usually means Mortar, or what else has Cannoneer? Oh, Graveyard. But he's got a Rage Spell, so I don't actually know. He's going to go for the Log. I'm going to go Xbow since I have the Skellies plus 1 Archer on the left-hand side. Pretty aggressive. I like to play this deck aggressive off rip. He has RG. Oof. Probably RG Monk if I had to guess, or at least RG Lightning. Actually, he has Rage, so I don't know about Lightning. But that archer's going to put in quite a bit of work right there, and then I can just kind of chill, relax, and reset in the back with a Knight. So not too bad. We know what he's playing for the most part. Well, not really. We don't actually know what he's playing because we don't know the spells. He does have Monk, though, so that's not good for me. I am going to Tesla here, something that you usually don't do too often. But if you watch me play Clash Royale, you know that I Tesla up high so much more than anyone else in this game, because I just like having the control with the river and forcing them to make a play. Like, a Tesla is so awkward. People always ask me why I do it. He's going to go for the RG here, so I'm just going to get my archers down instantly to predict that. Yeah, perfect. But people always ask why I put the archers or the Tesla like that, and my answer is I like when people have to, like, you know, feel awkward. They're like, okay, should I play something on this Tesla? Should I just go opposite lane? Should I do this? Should I do that? And you don't really have like a set play. There's no set play. It's like, oh, they Teslaed right there. What should I do immediately? There's no right answer. You know how there's a lot of right answers in this game? That is not one of the plays where there's one of them, you know, because so many different variables can happen. I could just Xbow immediately and play light defense on the right, and then I have a full health Tesla with an Xbow, like, you know what I mean? But, you know, I'm just going to go for the Knight to back on the left-hand side because I don't really want to play that into a Hunter, to be honest. He might Monk in front. If he does, it's okay. Looks like he does have a big spell, though, because he has the Rage version, which is good, I guess. But it is still going to be hard to win this game, of course, because he does have Royal Giant, so it's, like, impossible to get Xbow locked. You might just have to try and Spell Cycle. But, you know, I don't really like playing Spell Cycle with 3.0 too much. I would prefer, you know, using Evo Archers and getting a lock that way. But the Knight's going to get towards the tower. He does go for the guards last seconds. Guards, you know, pretty much everyone has to have some type of card to defend all these really annoying spam decks that are happening right now. And when I say spam decks, I mean there's a lot of Goblin Machine coming back in the meta. I don't know why, but it's very toxic. I'm going to go Expo like this, then Evo, Skellies right here, not Evo Skellies, to kill the Fisherman. He's going to Monk, of course. And then, but yeah, I might make a video soon on the Brain Rot deck coming back in the game, sadly. But just going to go for the archers like this. I can Fireball the Hunter and the Monk and the RG, of course. He does go for the Log Rage on top of the Evil Archers. That's fine, but it's kind of annoying. That should kill. I can just go for the Skellies on top of this Hunter. No way. Okay, wait, I thought that was going to shoot for a second. I was about to rage, but we're all good. Going to go Tesla like this. He's going to RG the back, so we'll Expo the left, force out the Monk again. I mean, I don't really mind this play that much. It's just weird. He just goes for the RG, then Monks. It's pretty simple. I don't have an outplay potential. And man, this is why I love Tornado, because people can't just play like this against you the entire time. But just going to go for the archers like this, and then I can drop my Knight at the river to block something. He goes for the log, probably going to rage. Nope, he goes for the E-Spirit. Interesting. So E-Spirit's going to reset there. He does... No! Oh, I sold, bro. That's actually so annoying. I didn't expect that rage to just, like, make the RG just on drugs. But just going to go for the log plus fireball, I guess. We have to start spell cycling him now. I really shouldn't have taken any damage. I just wasn't expecting that rage to make it move so fast. He's going to monk again pretty soon here. Yeah, there's the monk. Okay, so now this game's going to get very interesting. He doesn't have the spell, of course, but... it's still going to be hard for me to do much because of course, the monk is just going to sit here and defend my Expos on repeats. And then, you know, Fisherman's going to be annoying too still. We just got to go Skellies like this. He does go for the log right there. I can E-Spirit right here. That rage spell is actually very, very, very annoying. But it's all good. He goes RG the back. I mean, we just have to keep Expoing and forcing out the monks, I think, or this is just going to be, you know, a kind of a game where we can't do much. So he's going to go for the monk again. I don't know. I guess we'll just has the low. I'm going to go Knight to pull this monk. He's probably going to pop the ability first, though, if he's smart. Yep. So we'll go Skellies like this. There's the Fisherman. I'm just going to go Evo Archers, then Fireball on defense again. He's going to go for the Rage probably on the Archers. Yep, there's the Rage. Dang, this log Rage is so annoying because it kills the Archers instantly. It's basically just like an arrows, but faster. I'm going to go Tesla right here. And wow, my Expo died too. Yeah, this is not looking bueno right now. He's going to RG the back right now. So I'm going to Expo predict it right now. That's perfect. We're going to Fireball the Monk immediately if he does it. Yep, I'm going to go for it. There's no way he pops the ability that fast. Okay, yeah, he goes for the ability, but it's a second late. Perfect for me. And then I can just go for the Knight back. And I think we can win with Spell Cycle. So I'm going to go log, force out more Elixir from him. He's going to have to guards that probably, which is really good for me. There's the guards. I can go for the archers like this, and then we can go for the knight to tank Skellies up high. There's the log rage on the right-hand side, of course. We're going to just kind of let this RG on the left do some damage. Go for the archers, English Hunter, please. Knight up high like this to DPS him down, and then he's going to RG again on the right-hand side. We just need one good fireball, and we should have this game on lock if I can go Evo Archers up high to DPS this down at the river, then just fireball his tower. I think we are in a good enough spot. I'm going to log to make sure the RG does not shoot last second, and we do have this game in the bag. Let's freaking go. Good win right there. Against an awkward deck. Just he didn't have a big spell, but the monk plus double small spell was making things quite awkward for me. We still managed to pull it off in triple elixir though, and have just enough pressure to win the game. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the Butch clip, and have a great rest of your day. Peace.